Hello guys, I'm Gaming, and today I'm reacting to Babysitter Exposes World's Most Evil Teen by DharMannStudios. As always, links to the channel and the video in the description. And before we begin, the main reason why I'm 1 minute and 40 seconds in is because the before this was essentially a mini skit that introduces DharMannStudios live, introduces that you kind of get to see new stories, and tickets are on sale, nothing really important. As always, let's begin, shall we?
I can't take this anymore. I quit. You should be locked up. That's right, lady. Keep running.
Hey, Katie, you okay?
I'm cool.
I'd say really cool. Your whole body is shaking.
Look, I'm just really worried about...
Your midterm test results? I have them right here.
No. I have to get an A in all of my classes to get a college scholarship. And this is, definitely not an A.
Maybe if you embellish the sides so it looks more like a triangle?
Not funny, Brent.
Katie, I was surprised to see your test scores dipping. You're usually
The top student. I know. There's just a lot going on right now, and I really need to get an A in this class. So is there anything I can do to raise my grade?
Well, if you're up for it, you can research a psychological case study and present it to the class next week for extra credit.
Really? Okay, great. Thank you so much, Mr. Harding.
Thank you so much, Mr. Harding. I don't know what's worse, being a teacher's pet or just a loser.
And then be causing havoc Home Alone style, but I want to ask a very simple question. Is this a video where we have two protagonists that are completely different? Is she gonna be the babysitter? You know what, I feel like these questions are kind of useless since we're gonna know anyways. So...
Don't these parents ever get home before 10 p.m.?
Nope. And they promise 9 every time. I did get some overtime, though. $45.
$45. I wish you knew richer parents to babysit for. All these bills are overdue.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh gosh, no, sweetheart. You already do so much. And I barely see you.
Just you wait, Mom. After I get my college scholarship and land a really great job, we'll never have to worry about money again. And you'll see me all the time.
Okay, you kinda have bigger stuff to worry about right now because you're saying, hey, don't worry, I'm gonna get the scholarship and a really great job and you won't have to worry about money again. But here's the main problem. Depending on the college she's gonna go to, it's gonna take her 3 to 5 years on top of the year that she's already in to finish high school. So that's at the least 4 years at I would say the maximum 6 years. And the rent is already overdue. So you kinda have to deal with it right now. This isn't a scenario where someone can wait for you. You still have multiple years to go before you can even get a job that's the scholarship would be for, you know what I mean? So you kind of have bigger stuff to worry about considering the fact that the rent isn't gonna wait multiple years. So yeah.
But I should probably go get started on my homework.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
Come on, give me something good, please. The Johnson twins? Yeah, not going back to that poop factory. The Casey family who makes me pay for water? Yeah, no thanks. Seeking an experienced babysitter for the upcoming holiday weekend. This 3-day overnight job Jeez, $1,000? $1,000 for 3 days? Why does it pay so good?
These people really be going all out with the sound effects, huh? And like honestly, like we all know what's up. Like he's gonna be making stuff on and all that. Like I don't think it would really matter.
Heading out on us again?
I'm sorry, I gotta finish studying. I had another late night.
You're always working. Girl, you gotta make time for the more important things in life. Like us.
Believe me, there is nothing I'd rather do than hang out with you guys. Maybe I can carve out some time this weekend?
Gee, hope you can squeeze us in.
Actually, I can't do this weekend anymore. I just booked a 3-day babysitting job.
Of course. Don't let your friends get in the way.
There she is. Just so I wanted to see.
Then why's that?
Because I thought of another dessert that we can take on our picnic this weekend. But first, I have to ask you a serious question. What are your feelings on passion fruit? Because I know it can be polarizing.
Wow, Jack, that sounds really great. But
You're a fan, I knew it.
but we'd have to do the picnic another time. I booked a babysitting job this weekend.
Another job?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but this one pays pretty well and money's been pretty tight recently. I hope you can understand.
Okay, do you really need to do like super elaborate stuff? Like, do you really need to do all that? Might as well see a bit more, and then I'll skip because honestly, I know I'm not gonna keep watching it make stuff all day. That's gonna be boring sooner or later. Yay, he's gonna put like what? Wait, was it again? Was it the antiseptic mouth rinse? What are you gonna do? He's gonna kill the fish, isn't he? Yay, he did whatever.
Can
Again, I honestly don't care because like here's the thing, like with these types of stuff, because I don't want to waste my time and I want to save you guys this time, especially because like there's a high chance you guys probably watch the video. Why not just skip all the setup and get straight to it? Why not just skip straight to it? Why even watch this? Anyway,
You think 3 cocktail dresses is enough? Should I bring another swimsuit?
Well, those aren't the numbers Jerry quoted me, so you better price out the components again.
Nolan, we're leaving in a few minutes. Nolan, get in here.
You're a total beast, man. Check it out. I'm a teacher factor. Good job, man.
Nolan! You know we're leaving.
I don't get why I just can't come with you.
You want us to reward you with a fancy trip after what you pulled with the last babysitter? You're lucky we didn't ship you off to military school. Now listen, I want you to be on your best behavior with this new babysitter, or there will be major consequences.
Like what?
now that I think about it, like how many really, really awful kids exist out there for military school to still exist? Like there has to be real demand for those types of schools for them to still be here. So like I don't know how many military schools still exist today. Like I've only heard of them in these types of stories, if I'm being honest. But like if these things actually exist, like even after all this time, then that must mean that there are really, really awful children that still exist if these schools still have demand for them. Anyway.
What? You dumping me off with a stranger for the 4th time this month?
Philip, are you gonna let our son talk to us like that?
And that's why we're doing the prototype molding a second time.
Good talk, Dad.
No wonder they're paying me so much. They're loaded.
Well, hello. You must be Katie.
That's me. And thank you so much again for the opportunity to babysit your son.
If I'm gonna give them something, is that they actually changed it up this time around. Where, like, if you guys remember, like, the last time they did the whole, someone comes to babysit a teen, the last time the teen was the protagonist and her whole job was getting rid of the babysitter in any way, shape, or form. I like the fact that this time they changed it up where the babysitter is the protagonist and she has to deal with a teen that's so evil that you can't even justify them. Or you can't even justify their actions. They're just straight up evil. I like the fact that they actually changed it up for last time. From last time where they took a similar where they took like the same concept, or you could say it's a little similar, and essentially reverse it. I honestly like that. I like the fact that they changed it up. Anyway.
Son.
Believe me, we should be thanking you.
Great, we can get going. I'm sure my wife told you everything?
Yeah, I'm all set. I just haven't met your son yet.
Nolan, come meet Katie. Now.
So nice to meet you, Nolan. You and I are gonna have the best time this weekend.
Yeah, you two enjoy yourselves. We got a plane to catch.
Here's my cell number, but it's only to be used in a true emergency. The resort frowns upon phone usage at the pool.
Sounds good, but I promise you, you have nothing to worry about. Trust me.
I'm not the one who should be worried.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, have a great weekend. Bye, honey.
Well, Nolan, what do you want to do today?
Get rid of you. I'm giving you 10 minutes. Some babysitters last longer, but I don't think you're one of the brave ones.
Haha, very funny. Now, seriously, what do you want to do today? Hey, that's my bag.
You want it back? Come and get it!
Hey, what is this?
You ready to quit yet?
I know what you're doing. You're not the first kid to prank me.
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Neither do you.
It's honestly kind of fun how this kid is straight up just so unapologetically evil. He's comedic, or like not comedic, but I guess fun. You know what I mean? Like, you know those villains that are so evil and what they do that they're kind of fun to watch. This kid is essentially that. Like, he's honestly fun to watch. Anyway.
Have you know, I'm a straight A student. Boom! Too smart for you.
Direct hit. You can save yourself a lot of trouble. All you gotta do is quit.
Can't get rid of me that easily.
The feathers look perfect on you.
No wonder your parents pay so much. Who would ever want to babysit you?
Hopefully nobody. Now, get out of here and leave me alone.
I wish you knew richer parents to babysit for.
I'm gonna see this thing through, even if it kills me.
It might.
What is wrong with that kid? He's a psycho!
You can research a psychological case study and present it to the class next week for extra credit.
That's it? I'll write my psychology report about you, you little monster. After I shower, that is. Yeah, Mom. Everything's going great.
Oh, I'll say. Look at that cushy robe. Wow, you're really getting the star treatment.
Yeah, something like that. But the weekend will be over before I know it, and then I'll have my report done, and I'll have the money.
Wow, live it up for me in the meantime.
Living it up. What the? Guess another shower for me.
Did you enjoy your nice couple of showers?
Very funny. So why are you doing this?
I don't need you here. And I don't want you here. I can take care of myself. I always do.
Well, Nolan, I'm glad you feel so self-sufficient, but I was hired to stay here all weekend, and that's what I intend to do.
Well, that's on you.
What's on me?
Enjoy your weekend.
Yep, this is montage. I don't care. I am not doing montages. Yeah, he pulls up pranks on her. Did the montage end?
And so you can't set up pranks while I'm gone? And because, you know, I want to get to know you better. Starting to think there's more than meets the eye. Or not.
Ugh. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Getting food for our picnic. Jack and I are together now.
Is that true?
Look, Katie,
What he's too nice to say is you'd rather spend all your time hanging out with 10-year-olds rather than your own boyfriend. You're never there for him. But guess who is?
I mean, I'll be honest, when it comes to him, like, I don't think I've seen enough context for me to know whether he's in the right or not. Like, if Katie indeed barely ever spends time with him, then yeah, he's honestly in the right to dump her, because, like, part of a relationship is spending time together. So if you don't spend time with him, is he really in the wrong for becoming with another girl? Like, is he really in the wrong for that? I honestly don't think so. Like, if it was that one time where she wasn't able to be with him in a picnic and then he went with that girl, like, yeah, I'd say he's in the wrong. But if she in general is never there for him, then yeah, he's honestly in the right. He's not in the wrong. Anyway.
Aw, she's crying.
I just can't believe Allison took Jack away from me.
Pretty easily, I'd say.
Come on, can you blame him for being stolen? He's easy pickings because you're never there.
Whose side are you on?
Your side.
That's why I gotta be honest. Allison was right. You're so focused on work and school, you ignore everybody who cares about you.
Britt, I don't have a choice.
Hey, I'm just trying to help you, Katie.
Somebody needs to.
Yeah, look, let's be honest. If that's the case, then Katie should have never been in a relationship. Because again, part of the whole point of a relationship is that the two spend time together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's part of the point. If you can't spend time with him, then what's the point of the relationship? Like, guys, genuinely think about it for a moment. Let's forget the fact that she's the main character. Because, like, her being the main character kind of makes us favor her more naturally. So, think about it for one moment. She never spends time with her boyfriend, or I guess ex-boyfriend now. So he dumps her. Is he really in the wrong? I'd say no. Like, Allison is fully in the right. Because, like, again, like, even though she's kind of malicious about it and intentionally targeted Katie's boyfriend to make her, you know, feel even worse. If you really think about it, like, her boyfriend, again, ex-boyfriend, is fully in the right for dumping her. Because, again, part of the relationship is being together. If you can't be together with him, then what's the point? Like, this is one of those situations where I'm against her, and, like, I'm full on against her, you know what I mean? Like, I'm full on against her. Anyways, let's continue, shall we?
I don't have a choice. Whatever you're doing before you prank me.
This isn't for you. I got a new target.
A new target? Who? Ah, what's that smell?
Everything was so perfect. Except for the weird pomegranate things.
Those aren't really my jam.
What's wrong?
I just wish you hadn't been so mean to Katie earlier. It's really not her fault.
Don't even say her name.
Okay, getting closer.
trip at this?
Just be ready when I give you a signal.
Okay.
Don't just stand there.
Okay, I might as well clarify my standing when it comes to the situation right now so that you guys don't get confused. I'm saying that her boyfriend was in the right for dumping her, but Alyssa definitely took advantage of the situation. Like, I'm with him, but against her. I might as well say this so that when I kind of laugh at her and, you know, make fun of her, you guys don't feel like I'm contradicting myself. Anyway.
There, do something!
Don't get me wrong. It felt so good to get Allison back. But
Don't worry. You're just experiencing beginner's guilt. It'll pass.
Well, I guess to show my appreciation, I'll make you whatever you want for dinner.
Anything but mac and cheese. It's all I know how to cook.
Do you always have to make yourself dinner? I'll get something started.
My psychological case study concerns a 10-year-old boy named Nolan who I've been observing over a 3-day period.
Katie!
What are you doing? I thought we were getting along!
You are just like every other babysitter. Actually, you're worse.
What are you talking about?
I saw your report about me. I'm not only a paycheck to you, I'm also your lab rat. Your friend was right. You don't care about anybody but yourself.
You think you've got it all figured out, don't you? But you don't. Never judge somebody until you know their story.
Better be a good story, because this thing is only half empty.
Look, I took this job because I care about people. And I have to write that report. You see, my mom has been really struggling to pay her bills. So I have to pitch in with money to help her, while also getting A's in all of my classes. So then I could get an academic scholarship for college. And hopefully, one day be successful enough to take care of her. But, recently I've been struggling really bad, and I'm reaching a breaking point. But I can't give up, because I would do anything for my mom.
Doesn't mean you had to write about me behind my back.
I know, and I'm sorry. I don't think you'll be very surprised to hear this, but you weren't very pleasant to be around when we first met. So yeah, I was only thinking of myself when I started that report. But now that I've come to know you and what you're going through, I want to help you. I know your story.
Oh yeah? What is it?
You love your parents, but they're not there for you. And you take out your hurt and frustration out on others, like the ones hired to take care of you. You push everyone away.
So I think I'll try to guess like what his point of view is, or like what he thinks. I think what he thinks is that he's mad at the babysitters because he thinks that his parents just basically hired those babysitters to replace them. As if they're saying, oh yeah, we're not there for you, but don't worry, we have those babysitters instead. That type of thing. So he's mad about it because like he doesn't want anything to replace his parents. He wants his parents, no one else. Like, I think that's what his mindset is. Like, I think it's something along the lines of that. Anyway.
But deep down, you just want to be loved.
It's never gonna happen. Especially from my parents. They can't wait to get rid of me.
I guess it's time I pulled a prank. This one's gonna cost me $1,000.
How is he? Has the projectile vomiting and diarrhea cleared up? And is any of my furniture still safe?
You guys are back early.
You said that he was firing out of both ends.
Okay, so I might have tricked you into coming home early. But there is a real emergency here. A family emergency. You guys need to have a heart-to-heart with your son before it's too late.
Nolan, what's this about?
Go on. It's okay. Tell them what you told me.
Nolan, what do you have to tell us?
I remember how close we used to be, but the past few years, everything changed. You guys kept running off and leaving me by myself. And it's like, you guys don't even want me anymore. Why don't you love me?
I thought I might as well ask this earlier, but like, how did Katie manage to know all of this about Nolan? That he's taking out his frustration on the babysitters because his parents keep leaving him home all the time. Like, how did she guess that? Because like, here's the thing: the main reason why I don't believe it is that the part that we were shown of his parents could easily be taken into account. For example, for his dad, if you think about it, his dad didn't come off as being dismissive in that moment. Like, think about it. If any dad in general was focused on you know, a call with work, would they really try to focus on anything else? No, this is their job. This is the thing that they earn money with to provide. Of course, they're gonna be the most focused on it, even if something is happening in between. And when it comes to his mom, she didn't come off as dismissive at all. Like, if they were gonna show us an example of them being dismissive, they will show the worst example, because like, his dad doesn't really come off as dismissive, because again, like, think about it. If any of you guys' dads were in a business meeting, or like, not necessarily a business meeting, but like in a business call, would they try to answer like in a situation that was in that scene, other than something like a simple gesture or something like that? No, because guess what? A business call is obviously important, so they need to focus on it. That's pretty, like, how he reacted was pretty much almost how any dad would have reacted in such a situation. Like, maybe other dads would have tried to do a simple gesture while they're talking to, like, put a sign of what they want what they want to happen. But, like, other than that, he pretty much did what most dads would have probably done. And when it comes to Nolan's mom, like, she pretty much, she didn't come off as dismissive at all. She came off as caring, knowing her son, taking care of him, stuff like that. It's just that, you know, she and her dad really wanted to go to a resort every once in a while, especially because their kid was kind of becoming bratty, and you don't want something like that in the resort. Like, honestly, they wanted to show that his parents were dismissive. They used the worst example I've ever seen, because, like, think about it. I easily excused both of them. And mind you, when it comes to dismissive parents, like, whenever they're dismissive parents are portrayed, you can't excuse them. Like, think about it. These two, I came with excuses up for rather easily for people who are supposed to be dismissive, quote unquote. So I honestly don't believe it. Like, how are they dismissive? Like, okay, they hired a babysitter because they wanted to be alone from their son for a bit. Like, what's the problem with that? Like, a lot of people do it. And again, like, I pretty much easily excused how they acted. Like, Nolan's mom did nothing wrong, and for his dad, like, you know, he was on a business meeting. That stuff is important. Of course, he's gonna have to fully focus on it. Anyways, let's continue, shall we?
Oh, Nolan, honey, of course we do. We have always loved you. But with Philip's business took off, we
prioritized business over family, and, well, whether we liked it or not, it changed things.
May I ask again, where's the proof for that? Again, I think they pretty much, first of all, may I say that this title is full on clickbait? Like, world's most evil teen. Does this kid look evil now? Like, honestly, when I first came into this video, I really explained, like you guys even heard me say that I expected a kid that was just really evil for the sake of it, not this. Because guess what? This doesn't mean this. This doesn't mean most evil. Because evil would mean someone who can be redeemed. Like, for example, like, you know, figures over the years, like, I don't want to risk mentioning his name because I don't know how YouTube acts about it, but, like, you know, the Austrian painter and the other figures throughout history, like, they're the types of evil that people talk about because, like, you can't really excuse what they did. You straight up can't excuse them. They were just evil for the sake of being evil. Or, like, maybe they had their excuses in their own heads, but you can't excuse them. There wasn't a good reason for what they did. Maybe they had a good reason in their head, but even that didn't really come off as a good reason. Like, you guys know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. But this kid doesn't come off as evil at all for this title to be true. And again, I might as well ask, where did the whole dismissive act come from? Like, again, if you look at videos that depict this disappearance, they're depicted in a way where you can't excuse them. You can't straight up excuse their behavior. Like, first of all, again, for the last time, because this is important, since this is supposed to be about this whole arc thing or whatever. Nolan's mom straight up did nothing wrong. She did not look dismissive in the slightest, and his dad, again, sorry about that. Again,
We're so sorry that it affected you so much.
For the millionth time, his dad was on a business call. Like, think about it. If your dad were to be in a business call, would he try to remove the call for a moment that could be detrimental to profits, or maybe even his own job or whatever, depending on his state in the company and stuff like that? Would he really want to risk that just to solve a family situation that could be solved like a bit later? No. Most dads just straight up just focus on the business call until it's done. Or maybe at most they do a small gesture like shut up or whatever, like, so, small gestures to signal what they want to happen. But for the most part, like, they would do pretty much the same thing that he did. So, like, what did these parents do wrong? Did you straight up just want to do the whole dismissive parents thing without even acknowledging it? Like, mind you, we've seen the whole dismissive parents thing before done right. Like, if I were to see those examples, I couldn't possibly excuse them. But these two, I did rather easily for them to be dismissive, quote unquote. Anyways, let's continue.
We never want you to feel unloved. Maybe I didn't need to go on all those trips with you, Philip.
And I didn't even need to go on all those trips.
Okay, like, now I'm confused. Are those trips like mainly just, holidays and stuff like that? Like, you get a little break from work, especially because they said this was the weekend. Like, is this supposed to be a little holiday? They want to spend some time at the resort for a bit, or was this related to a business? Like, which one is it? Because they frame it in a way where it seems like the trip was a business trip, but not just a holiday trip. Like, I'm honestly confused at this point. Might as well just continue.
I've got employees that I pay far too well to make me do all the work.
So, does that mean you guys are gonna be around here more often?
That's exactly what it means. From now on, you are our top priority.
So my case study proves that it is possible to change bad behavior by addressing the root cause. You should never just write off children as bad kids, because you should never judge somebody until you know their story.
Whatever.
Hey, I got your message. And by the way, I just wanted to thank you for getting me my bike back.
I threatened to prank them for a year, so they gave it up.
So, what was your text about?
I'll tell you inside, but first take this. It's from my parents. They said it was a bonus for all I put you through and how much you did for us. Now come on.
Oh my gosh. This is amazing, but it's not my birthday.
No, but you helped me and my parents get back together. I thought I'd repay the favor.
Thank you. And thank you all for coming. I'm sorry I've been pushing you all away. I love you all so much.
We love you too, and that's why we're all here. Well, that and the free food.
Hey, Katie. I just wanted to apologize. I feel terrible about what happened with Allison, and we're not even together anymore. So, I was wondering if maybe you could give me another chance.
Okay, may I ask, why are they framing him like he did something wrong? Again, he did nothing wrong, because remember, Katie was never with him. Like, Allison mentioned that, and even Katie's own friend confirmed it. Katie barely spends any time with him, so why are they framing him as if he's the bad guy? Like, think about it. Part of a relationship is the two spending time with each other, going on dates and such. But from what I've heard and what's framed, They make it very clear that Katie never spends time with him. So what's the point of the relationship? Like I said it once and I'll say it again. If Katie, if you can't spend any time with your boyfriend, then what's the point of being in a relationship with him? What? Are you just making sure no other girl gets to him or anything? Like, what's the point? Straight up, what's the point? You know what? Like, the video's almost over. Might as well go end it. Anyway.
Only if you can give me one. Mom, you're here too?
I wouldn't miss it. But first, I had to stop by the mail and bring you this.
What is it? It's a full ride scholarship to UCLA.
Sorry, old habits.
Hey, Dhar Mann fan.
Yep, I might as well skip over to the black screen, even
Check
though
it out.
I honestly like the older the older blue screen more. But anyways, so I might as well address this. First of all, I hate the fact that they framed Katie's boyfriend throughout the episode as being the bad guy, even though he wasn't. Like, let's think about it for one moment. Legitimately, this guy has done nothing wrong by leaving Katie and going to Allison, because, like, think about it for a moment. They have basically confirmed the fact that Katie, at that point in time, was barely, if ever, spending time with him outside school. She never went on a picnic with him. Like, okay, I'm gonna be, like, you know, elaborating and adding details that weren't there, but basically, I can say that she barely goes on dates with him, if ever. She doesn't do any of that stuff. By the fact that they said alone that she never spends time with him, so those stuff automatically apply. Like, if that's the case, then honestly, he's fully in the right for dumping her, at least at the beginning, because, like, remember, part of a relationship is always being with each other. Like, I keep mentioning that because it's kind of a big part of the story. So, like, again, if you can Katie, if you can barely spend time with your boyfriend, then what's the point of being in a relationship with him? Again, I keep repeating this, like, because of how important it is. Like, are you just reserving him so other girls don't get to him? Like, what's the point? Straight up, what's the point? And also, like, the only thing that bad that he apologized for is of how Allison treated Katie. Like, Allison was definitely being really mean. And I honestly was kind of laughing when they did the prank on Allison. It was honestly really fun. And also, I might as well say that this title is full-on clickbait. Like, I feel like DharMann only did this for the sake of SEO and all that, because, like, World's Most Evil Teen, like, when I watched this for the first time, I'll probably you guys probably expected this too, but I expected Nolan to be a full-on evil kid that can possibly be redeemed and all that stuff, because honestly, it would have been a fun story. Like, I honestly enjoyed their dynamic when he was pulling pranks on her. I really enjoyed it. Like, and honestly, this episode passed the time for me more than the others, and like, I feel like I don't know if I should the excuses or not, because on one hand, I feel like DharMann did this purely for SEO, or if you guys don't know, source engine optimization, because, like, a viewer's attention is attracted a lot more by Babysitter exposes world's most evil teen. Oh, yeah, I might as well bring that one up. Like, where did the exposed part come from? He's known as evil, or at least as known as being bratty. Where did the exposed part come from? Like, I can maybe excuse the whole world's most evil teen thing, since, you know, SEO, you've got to grab the audience's attention somehow, so you might need to exaggerate a bit. Like, I can forgive that one a bit, because, like, it isn't like the other videos where he sometimes does something completely different to what the title says, so I think I can kind of partially forgive it, because I kind of understand why he went with it. But where did the exposes part come from? What did she expose? Straight up, what did she expose? Did she expose that he's bratty? Like, where did the exposing part come from? Like, this is honestly full-on clickbait, because first of all, the teen isn't even most evil, but I could probably forgive it, because again, SEO, you need to grab the viewer's attention somehow, all of that stuff. But the exposed part, I cannot forgive. Like, you know, maybe makes the world's most evil kid kinder, like, you know, do something else rather than expose, because when did she expose him? Like, all throughout the episode, when did she expose him? Like, he was never exposed for anything. Like, what is the title even talking about? And also, might as well bring up Nolan's parents, since, you know, they're a big part of this. Where did the whole dismissive notion come from? Because, like, from what I've seen, that small clip. Okay, where was that clip? Oh yeah, that clip. Like, where in it do you see a dismissive parent? Like, where in it? Like, I may be too optimistic, or I don't know what to call it. Like, optimistic, global. I don't know what to call it exactly, but like, I can easily come up with excuses for both the dad and the mom. So when it comes to the dad, like, think about it. If your guys' dad were in a business meeting, or like not okay, no, not in a business meeting, but like in a business call, or in a call related to his work, would he really want to focus attention on a family situation? No, he probably wouldn't. Like most dads probably wouldn't because like how do I say this? Oh yeah, because they have an important call that could affect their work. Like most the dads would have probably acted the way that dad did, which is that he's just focused on his core work because again, work is important since he's the CEO. He's the one who calls the shots. If anyone has to be the one who's most focused on these types of calls, it's him. And when it comes to his mom, like correct me if I'm wrong, but like she didn't come off as dismissive at all. She genuinely didn't come off as dismissive at all. So, like, if they wanted to show the parents being dismissive, they have shown the worst examples, and mind you, like, they have shown, like, DharMann himself has shown better examples of this over the years. Like, for example, one time he showed both the mom and the dad, like, this is, of course, a different story than this one, but, like, in a story, he showed the mom and the dad completely grossed in it in their work, completely consumed by it 24/7, they don't care about their child. That's the type of thing I'd expect from dismissive parents, not whatever I was shown. That straight up does not say dismissive parent, mind you. Like that does not say it. To the point that I'm wondering where the hell did okay, why did I forget her name? Her name was Kayla, right? I'm gonna look incredibly dumb if her name doesn't if I forget that her name is Kayla. But like anyway, so like I feel like I'm kind of confused by it because like how did she figure out that he had the problem with his parents? Like, how did she figure that out? Because again, from her first impressions, like she didn't seem to be like anything similar to it. Where like, how did she guess that? Like, if the only time she saw his parents was when they were leaving, how could she tell that they were dismissive? How could she tell? Like, a kid could just be bratty for the sake of being bratty. Not everything has to be related to an issue. Like, do you know those kids that are really bratty until their parents, like, teach them a bit? Okay, maybe with that one, there was also another problem that gets fixed by a bit of a lecture, maybe even, a little bit of a tale here and there. Like, I feel like, yeah, every bad kid has a problem somewhat, like, but, like, again, I feel like this story has tons of problems. Like, even though it was honestly one of the more fun stories I've seen in a while, it still just doesn't work as a story since there are many faults. Like, for example, the title is obviously clickbait. Like, again, I was willing to forgive the whole world's most evil thing because, I guess DharMann did it for the sake of SEO and grabbing the viewers' attention. Because honestly, when I saw that thumbnail for the first time, I was like, "Ooh, the world's most evil teen. That looks interesting." Which is probably the reaction that he wants. He wants people to get attracted by the thumbnail and title, which I completely understand. But the exposed part, I simply cannot forgive. When did she expose him? I repeat again, because that was in the title. When did she expose Nolan? When did she expose him? Just when in this entire video did she do that? Like, honestly, there's so much stuff that's simply unrealistic. Like how they framed her boyfriend as being the one at fault, even though, she's been dismissive of him. Like, yeah, like, it's not like she was dismissive for no reason. Like, she had school and work to deal with. But again, if you're not gonna be with him like most of the time, then what's the point of the relationship? Because again, a relationship means being together. If you can't be with him, then why not just break up? Like, what? Do you just want to reserve him so that other women don't get to him? Because mind you, until she met Nolan, it seems pretty clear that her situation wouldn't change. She would just put work and she would just put work and education over her boyfriend at all costs, which, like, I don't blame her for that. But again, why be in a relationship if you can't dedicate some of your time to him? Why? She's essentially the vocal point of being dismissive because, like, again, she says, yeah, like, she's, like, she's still being kind of forced into it. But again, if you can't be with him most of the time, then why even be in a relationship? Like, I keep mentioning that because, like, that's the reason why I excuse him. It's because Again, like, if I was him, I would have probably done the same thing, because, like, if my own girlfriend was barely spending any time with me, then I would have just gone for another girl if she offered it, because if that girl offered it. Because, again, like, why be with someone who's barely spending any time with you? Like, imagine if he was the main character. Imagine he was the main character and his girlfriend was always not being with him because she was always doing some babysitting job or something. Would you have rooted for her or him? Like, if which perspective said make him the main character, would you have rooted for her? No, you would have rooted for him. That's exactly what I mean. Oh my god, that was a long rant. Like, I haven't ranted this long in a while when it comes to the whole outro thing. Anyway, so you guys so much for watching. On the left is my most recent video. On the right is the video YouTube recommends. As always, the links to the channel and the video are in the description. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.